The bullet that waited 20 years. In the 1880s, a man named Henry Zigland broke up with his girlfriend. Heartbroken, she took her life. Her brother, furious, tried to shoot Henry and believed he had succeeded. But Henry survived. The bullet only grazed his face and lodged in a tree behind him. 20 years later, Henry decided to cut down that very tree and use dynamite. The explosion launched the same bullet straight into his head. The bullet finished its job 2 decades later. The postcard that time forgot. A woman in Germany received a postcard from her great-grandfather in 2020, mailed in 1943 during World War II. It had been stuck in a sorting facility wall during renovations and somehow survived bombs, weather, and bureaucracy to arrive 77 years later with postage still valid. The Bridge and the Twins. In Budapest, 2 women gave birth to twin boys on the same day, in hospitals located across the Danube River. 30 years later, the twins met while applying for jobs at the same company on the same day wearing the same tie. They discovered their birthdays matched and that they'd both crossed the same bridge to work, every day, for years. The song that predicted a death. A struggling singer wrote a song titled Goodbye Before Hello about a man who dies on the day of his first date. He uploaded it, hoping for some views. Hours later, his own brother died in a car crash, on his way to meet someone he'd just matched with online. The title? Too real. Too soon. The map that matched a dream. A woman in Canada kept dreaming of a mountain with a lake shaped like a crescent moon. Every detail stayed the same, though she'd never been there. One day, while scrolling online, she paused on a travel article. There it was, the exact mountain, lake, and angle. It was in Patagonia, a place she'd never even heard of. Until her brain drew the map in advance. The painting that knew the future. At an estate sale in Italy, a couple bought a strange, unsigned painting depicting a family of 4 standing in front of a house that didn't exist yet. The man looked at it every day, drawn to its eerie familiarity. Years later, after a big move, they arrived at their new home, and he froze. It was the house, the tree, the red bicycle on the porch. Their son even wore the same yellow raincoat the boy in the painting had on. It hadn't been commissioned. It wasn't photoshopped. It had just predicted the stuffed toy that found its way back. In a small town in Oregon, a little girl lost her favorite stuffed bunny at a highway gas station during a road trip. She cried for days, heartbroken. The family retraced their path, called the station, checked online lost and found forums. Nothing. Months passed. Then, on her birthday, a package arrived at their door. No return address. Inside, the exact same bunny. No note, no explanation. Her parents swore they hadn't told anyone. And the gas station? It had shut down weeks after their visit. Somehow, the bunny came home on its own. The stranger who knew too much. A man was sitting alone at a quiet cafe in Prague, journaling silently about his recent breakup. Thoughts he hadn't shared with anyone. His notebook was closed. Suddenly, a woman sitting at the next table leaned in and said gently, "I'm sorry she left, but it wasn't your fault. You tried." He froze. She wasn't looking at his notes. And he'd never seen her before in his life. As he turned to respond, she smiled faintly and walked away into the crowd. He chased after her, but she had vanished. No one else in the cafe even remembered seeing her. To this day, he swears she wasn't a dream, but he never figured out how she knew exactly what he needed to hear. The twin lives of 2 Jims. 2 twins separated at birth in Ohio were adopted by different families. One was named James. So was the other. Both grew up to be police officers. Both married women named Linda. Both had sons named James Allen. Both got divorced. Both remarried, women named Betty. And both had dogs named Toy. They didn't even meet until age 39.